Gandang araw class, Sir Bogart here. Welcome to our subject, Fundamentals of Human Settlements. Nakalimutan pa, ano. So, I'll be sharing to you class today the Module 2. So, please allow me to share my screen. We will dig deeper now on the definition and components of human settlements in specific. And we have defined before that, by the way, learning outcomes for today, we will define again human settlements, identify the five ekistic elements of human settlements. And coining the term, no? Who coined this term? Ano ba yung importansya nitong terminolohiya na ito? No, ekistic. Ano bang ibig sabihin niya? Explain the relationship of the five elements and then analyze the elements of settlements in relation to. So which of these pictures can be considered a human settlement? I'll give you 3 seconds to think. So the answer is lahat. No? All of these are considered human settlement because it's a combination, no? Totality of the human community. Ito, ano yan, barangay yan, di ba? Ang tawag dyan is ah pakikipagkapwa-tao, no? Tulong-tulong sila paglilipat ng mga bahay. Yan, tradition yan sa mga probinsya, bansa, country, no? And then, syudad, urban city in particular. So again, we have defined before the human settlements, the totality of human community under UN Habitat, whether city, town, or village, and with all the social material, with all the customs surrounding it. Okay? So sabi natin that customs are rule of conduct made up of repetitive acts in a specific, in a an elongated period of time at matagal na panahon that is legally binding and acceptable. No? So that's how we define human settlement. Now, the term or ekestics is the study of human settlement. It came from oikoisen, meaning to settle. It is an interdisciplinary way. Bakit? Sinabi nga natin that the term is a combination of many disciplines. Okay? Biology, sociology, psychology, anthropology, economics, engineering, lahat pasok doon. So it was coined by Mr. Konstantinos Doxiadis, both a descriptive and prescriptive science. So it gives a technology, the theories, and prescriptive, it offers solutions. Okay? It offers application on how will you resolve such problems in your society. Okay? So, Constantinos Doxiadis was referred also as being the father of ekistics. So, human settlement, sabi niya, are territorial arrangements made by humans for their own sake. So, ibig sabihin pala, the ultimate purpose of human settlement is for humanity to exist. Okay? To improve their lives. Tama ba? So, di ba meron kang mga barangay, meron kang pinopropose na development ng isang, kunyari, munisipalidad, then eventually, it will be proposed by a charter to be a city, no? Mas tataas yung allotment nila. We call it internal revenue allotment, tataas yung uh, economic results, no? Economic feasibility ng mga projects, tataas yung mga infrastructure. So, the development, okay, of society. So, sabi natin that the goal of human settlements is to make humans happy. Or in other words, improve the quality of lives of the people. Now, mabilis lang, no? So, the five elements concerning or covering human settlements are as follows. Hindi ito ano class ha? Mahalin nyo, baka sabihin nyo sa akin, ano to? Illuminati o ano ba yan, pentagram. Hindi. It just basically shows the connection of each element. So, isa-isayin natin. Nature, man, society, shells, and network. Nako, class, tatandaan nyo to ha. These are very, I would say, will be take part of your whole being sa buong pag-aaral nyo ng human ecology, ng planning, ng environmental planning, ng development planning and everything. So ito mahalaga tong mga konsepto. So please remember this. So the very nature is the one providing the foundation upon which the settlement is created. So sabi nga natin, under your environmental laws, you cannot proceed to any project, governmental project, private project, without complying, okay, without securing an environmental compliance certificate. So dun pa lang, no, you can say that nature is already there. You need to be protective, no, defensive ka when it comes sa kalikasan. Kasi the state shall afford the right of the people to a balanced and healthful ecology in rhythm and harmony with nature. Sabi yan sa batas natin. Sabi yan sa saligang batas. So it involves the plants, the animals, the soil that is existing, water, minerals, and climatic factors. So man's changing attitude towards nature. So before, no, they used to be fear. Tama, if you will be reminded that the people before served, they considered nature, the cosmos, to be supreme being. Something bigger than men. Okay, mga araw, buwan, mga celestial beings, celestial bodies beings, sorry. Mga stars, mga moons, no? Mga ulap, mga ocean, no? They used to be fear. Kinakatakutan, pinapahalagahan. Sa ancient sa Roman Greek natin, no, meron tayong mga considered na gods of the sea, god of the sun. So please watch Odysseus, no, maraming ano doon. Maraming gods na itutukoy tungkol doon. So today, we use nature. Okay, we are utilizing nature for food and other purposes. 'Di ba? Itataya mo yung gubat para magtayo ka ng isang proyekto. Tama ba? Bubungkalin mo yung bundok sa Cebu para tatayuan mo ng luxurious subdivision, mga luxurious bahay. It's not worth it, believe me. It will never be worth it. So of special interest to planners, land and land use. General land use deals with the non-urban large-scale use of the land. Meaning, example nito ay mga croplands, forest, swamp mining, and quarrying areas. And for urban land use, what is very common, okay, residential, commercial district, industrial. Residential, mga pabahay, commercial, ito SMO, no? Ayala Malls, mga sinihan, mga pagkainan, industrial, mga factories, no? Institutional for government services. Okay? Heritage sites, dito papasok ang recreation, mga parks. Okay? Parks, basketball court, no? Public swimming pools, among others. So concerns and objectives in proper management and resources, proper allocation of land areas for future needs. So it all boils down, class, ito lahat ng to all boils down to sustainability. As we have defined sustainability, meeting the needs of the current generations without compromising the future generation. Meaning ayaw mong makompromise yung pagkain ng apo mo. Yung puno na sisilungan niya pag umuulan. O yung puno na sisilungan niya pag mainit. Gusto mong buhayin yun, manatiling buhay. Okay, maintain the ecological balance, preserve of natural features, and conservation of identified environmentally critical areas. So, the needs, second element, humans, no? The needs of humans are the primary concern. Sabi nga natin, we are above the food chain, we are above the food web, no? We are the one controlling the food web. We are the one with wisdom and knowledge and technology among these animals, no? Among these resources. Kaya alam natin kung paano sila i-control. Third element, the society, no? Tama? Yes, society. So the total network comprising the humans component. So it considering humans as a whole. Okay? So population, age groups, gender, employment, race, lahat mga sectors, no? Migration, immigration, educational level, and literacy. Dito rin papasok class yung mga happiness index, no? How you characterize yung mga labor force, no? Pasok sa employment, no? How do you characterize how do you rate, how do you quantify the the quality of life of the people in general. Okay? The quality of life of the society. So you assess also these things: health, education, protective services, and social welfare. So what is SDG number 1? No poverty. No, kasi nasaklaw na dun lahat eh. Tama ba? Pag mahirap ka, wala kang pakain. Hindi maganda yung kalusugan mo. So ayaw natin ng mga ganun. Pasok lahat dito. Concern with the poorest, nutrition, education, self-employment, family planning, child spacing. Now, what's the shell? It's basically a structure within which humans live and come out to perform their functions. So offices, commercial infrastructure, our house, no, basically structure building. So literal, no, na shell na nandun ka sa loob. Okay. And finally, shells do not only mean the physical or material structure but as well as the area and space covered by the building. So pwedeng yung land area, no, house area nyo, floor area, among others. And networks, the channels by which goods and services flow. So from by the term itself, pwede siyang man-made and natural. Kalsada, drainage system, water system, electrical system. So can be networks, no? Yeah. So pwede rin ang water conveyance, no? Water logistics such as mga boats, ito mga speedboat, no? So I believe this is in Guadalupe River connecting to Pasig and San Juan. Yeah. So in relationship these 5 elements, we see that humans are the main link. So para siyang yung glue, no, na nagdidikit, being the core of these elements. So in summary, human settlements consist of these elements where human settlements are built, creates and inhabits them, formed mainly in them to transform nature to house other 3 elements and networks to develop in order to allow them for them to survive. Okay? So the 5 elements, please remember and be ready for a quiz, no? Baka pa ipa-enumerate ko yun, ipa-define ko, no, for you to understand. All 5 elements are necessary for human settlements to exist. And the ultimate goal is to maintain a balanced and healthful ecology and rhythm and harmony with nature. So that's it for a very short lecture of Module 2. If you will have any question, feel free to comment in this video and then I will see you when I see you. God bless you all. Galingan nyo palagi at galingan nyo pa.